got it. It's on.
You talk in that microphone. Hello? Hello? All right.
Say something about the budget. Tell them we don't have any
These are
money.
the page numbers by department.
No, I'll cheat off her, though.
Here's that awesome.
That's fancy. Thank you. Sorry.
Okay, to the audience, viewers, Metro department heads and personnel, Budget and Finance Committee members, and Metro Council members, welcome to the first fiscal year 2018-2019 Metro Budget Council hearings for the operating budget. Before I go over some housekeeping items, we're going to give the floor to the mayor. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Thank you, Council Lady Vercher. I guess 2 months ago, I had no idea that I would be here at this moment presenting, starting the presentation of the budget to the members of the Metro Council. Certainly, 2 months ago, I didn't expect that I would be presenting a budget like the one that I have presented to you. Even a few weeks ago, it was not clear to me exactly what the budget would be that would be presented to the Metro Council. I had two key first priorities in presenting a budget. First was to make sure that we funded Metro Public Schools at the requested level, and the second was to make sure that we provided the cost of living allowance that had been a commitment of the city that this council had adopted last year. With those two priorities, I was also committed that we would not raise taxes this year. After we did a whole lot of work, and even up until a couple of weeks ago, looking at revenue numbers, it was not totally clear to me exactly how far we would be able to go. The budget which I have presented to you does not include a cost of living allowance, nor did it fully fund the increase in revenue that was requested by Metro Public Schools. It does, however, include an increase for public schools, albeit small. It does as well provide for increments for and 2.5% for open range employees, so that there are merit-based increases for the vast majority of Metro employees. Additionally, there's no increase in the cost of health insurance for Metro employees this year. I can't say that I was happy about that fact, that that's all we could do, but I can tell you definitively, after working very hard and looking at all of the numbers, that that is all the city can do this year. To do anything else is going to result in cuts that result in layoffs or unwarranted pain to other departments or programs. I know that as y'all look through the budget in the coming weeks, that you will find that I was correct, and that is all that we can do this year. I know nobody in this room is going to be happy about that fact, but it is, in fact, a fact that that is all we can do this year without raising taxes. And I am committed, and I'm sure that this room is committed to that same result. So I know each one of you takes your job very seriously. You will look closely at the numbers, and you will reach the same conclusion that I did, that this is the best that we can do this year. So I've asked the finance director and the mayor's office staff to work closely with you to answer any questions you have, and I look forward to helping you in any regard as you work through the budget this year. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Briley. I also want to take this opportunity to publicly thank the Director of Finance, Ms. Lomax O'Neill, and her team and council staff for working diligently to ensure we had our materials for the first budget hearing. Remember, today we are discussing the operating budget only per rule. In consideration of time, Budget and Finance Committee members will be recognized first, and time permitting, other council members will be recognized. If there are additional questions that extend beyond the allotted time, I'm asking council members to please send those questions to Danielle, copying myself, and Mr. Jameson with operating budget in the subject line for the respective department. This is important because we are implementing a SharePoint where all of us can have information to what various council members ask and what those answers are from the respective departments. So instead of receiving packets and copies of emails, you will have a SharePoint link that will serve as a repository where you can see questions submitted by council members and those respective answers from the departments. You will not be able to edit or add to the repository. It's just basically read only, and we've verified that with legal and with IT that we're not violating any laws as it relates to that. With that said, our first department up is the trustee's office. If you can make your way down.